One of college football's great rivalries, but not supposed to be much of a game. Alabama at home against Auburn in the famed Iron Bowl. We get Steve Merrill from Wager Talk on hand, as he always is, at the voice of college football here, surveying the top college football games each and every week. Catch Steve's work at wagertalk.com and his under the radar selections exclusive to us at the voice of college football on patreon.com. Search Mark Rogers TV. All right, Steve, we've got an unusual situation at Auburn with an interim coach taking on one of the best teams in the country, and in an unusual situation for Alabama for just the second time during the college football playoff era. They are, we believe, shut out of the college football playoff, but with Alabama, you never know. I saw an 11% chance listed the other day, but Bama with two losses at home against Auburn as a 22-point favorite.
Yeah, 11% seems a little high there, but you're right. They're never out of the mix.
ESPN.
Yeah, they're going to need a lot of help, though. But then their true odds, if there's any other team, is probably, 2 or 3%. Then you triple that or quadruple it because it's the Alabama. But look, we talked about this actually in the Ohio State-Michigan breakdown over on that channel. You know, all season long, the odds makers have had three teams almost a touchdown better than anybody on a neutral field. And that's Georgia, of course, Ohio State, and Alabama. And that's why Ohio State's more than a touchdown favorite right now at home against Michigan. On a neutral, would be a little less, obviously. But it just, once again, puts in perspective how good Alabama is. And they deserve to be one of the top three teams in the country. But we have to have a system, right? And in the NFL, it's a one and done. In college basketball tournaments, a one and done. And you often see, the underdogs win games. The best teams don't always advance or even make the Final Four. So Bama with the two losses has kind of put themselves in this situation. But something we've talked about a lot in the Alabama games all year long here on this channel is how much weaker they've been for 2 years now on the road as opposed to home games. So this game is at home. My database simulation, 10,000 games in the database, has Alabama winning over 50% of the time by 28 points or more. So I do think the value is with Alabama here. Auburn does qualify as a rival underdog. They're also 5-6. We talked about this in some of the other channels this week. Ralph Michaels over at wagertalk.com. I do a show on Friday afternoon, Wager Talk Today. He showed this chart this past week on Wager Talk TV. How do 5-6 teams do? First of all, on the blind, 85-73 the last 10 years since 2012 against the spread. The sweet spot, though, has been on the road. In fact, road underdogs are 30-18 against the number. Road favorites, 14-7. So that's a combined 44-25 for road teams, including 30-18 for road dogs like Auburn that are in must-win situations at 5-6. I'm going to disregard that, though, because once again, I don't think there's any value with Auburn. I think this line is almost a touchdown too low. And I don't think Auburn has saved their season with back-to-back wins. Let's put this in perspective. Western Kentucky, they were only a 4-point favorite, so that was a solid 41-17 win against a good Western Kentucky team. But still, it was Western Kentucky. It wasn't an SEC opponent. And the week before that, they barely beat Texas A&M 13-10. We talked about the LSU-Texas A&M game on the other channel. A&M is just in a free fall. Last week, A&M didn't even score the point spread against a terrible Massachusetts team. So not sure Auburn has fixed their problems. If Alabama comes focused, which I think they will, that 11% chance is important because the players probably see that and they know that they're not out of it yet. And once again, this is a huge rival game for them. It's a chance to smack down their in-state rival. I think Alabama's the only one to play this one at -22.
Get Steve's complete work at wagertalk.com, and then also his exclusive to us at the Voice of College Football under the radar selection. 11-1 against the spread this season. Steve delivers every week. It's crazy. 11-1 against the spread. You only get that at patreon.com. Search Mark Rogers TV. Steve's under the radar selection. All right, Steve. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, Mark.